Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo Sport, where I have taken some time off and I'm glad to be back playing it again. So, with that said, they added some new content in the midst of me being gone, so let's see what it is that they put in. We got some new cars, Alpine A110, a new Audi, whatever a De Tomaso Pantera is, Dodge Challenger, Gran Turismo F1500T, there's a Lamborghini in there, there's some cool cars. Interesting. A new Speedway, Blue Moon Bay, with some new additional courses. I'm always down with new content. The following events have been added to the GT League section of Campaign Mode, Beginner League, Amateur League, and Professional. Cool. By the time we get there, there's going to be a lot of content in Campaign Mode, so I'm super down with that. And then a new circuit, and snow. And, okay. Alright, well we have some things. This is good. So I say we move back into doing circuit experience. That was kind of the thing that we had been working on, trying to balance to get back up to where these guys are, and we've been doing pretty well, actually. The part that I worry about is that I've been away from this for such a long time that I don't know really how well I'm going to do. So we were working on this one last time, the BB-8 Raceway. So we will do that real quick here. We'll finish up what we were working on. And we'll catch up on some things. I haven't really been able to, talk stories with you guys much lately, and definitely have a hell of one for you that's super, super a giant bummer, by the way. So Mikhail and I, obviously, we're getting prepared for Harrison to be born. And, because we've had to throw so much money at the wedding, didn't really have a lot of opportunity to be able to buy a lot of things for Harrison, and so we're kind of going into this thing without really. Oh God, where are we going? Okay, hold on a second. We'll get there in a minute. I need to focus on this for a quick second. Holy shit! Okay, this is gonna be harder than that. So we haven't really had the opportunity to really buy a lot of things for Harrison to be ready for that. And so one thing that we were really banking on was when it came time for tax returns, we were going to use pretty much the entirety of her tax return on stuff for Harrison and for the kids. And we got a huge ass just punch in the fucking gut yesterday, because she was supposed to get like $4 grand from the government, from federal, and so we were really, really looking forward to that moment. And we come to find out yesterday that the IRS took away all of her return without telling her anything. So all $4,000 federal and the state return that she was going to get, the government took all of it to essentially pay back some student loans that she had been paying back, but they totally just decided to take it upon themselves to just totally obliterate our return with not even so much as just a hey, we have some debts that we'd like to pay with this, or even better, the also totally not a dick move of just letting us pay off the student loans when we're ready, when we have the availability for that. But no, why would we ever do that? Why would we ever give anybody the flexibility of paying their own bills when they're ready to pay them? Oh, god damn it, this one's hard. So, dude, it's super stupid. So not only did we end up being out like probably about a good $4,200 to be able to buy stuff for the kids and for Harrison and saving up money for our apartment, but I'm also, because of the fact that I kind of got screwed over with the whole healthcare deal, I ended up, because I didn't have healthcare last year, I ended up having to, gosh fucking damn it, this is really hard. This is legit super hard. I ended up having to take the $695 penalty on my tax return because I didn't have health care last year because I couldn't afford it. And so, you know, I got absolutely destroyed in that. And so my federal return ends up being that I owe $695 or something of that nature. And then, there we go. And then, my state return, or no, my state return was 600, I don't remember what the fuck it is. My state thing was like $695 in the hole, and then my federal one was like 730, and so my total tax return for this year is like 30 bucks. Whee! And so that fucking sucks. So basically, we're getting absolutely nothing to, you know, help prepare ourselves for our son being born. Obviously, we're gonna have baby showers and stuff, and that's going to help, but we were going to have so much money available to help ourselves out, and instead we got totally, you know, thrown in the bone zone, and it is not tight. So we're really stressed out about that right now, and I'm trying to not stress out about it so much. That was not a good turn at all. I should probably be better about that. Okay, and the brakes. Really? Fuck. These lengthy ass turns. They're killing me. Okay, we're gonna be ready for it this time though. I feel like we could have done a lot better on that, and I'm hoping and a praying here. By the way, so outside of that being a horrendous, you know, thorn in our spines that's slowly draining our life force away, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, there's no way this is gonna work! Wow. I actually didn't even mean to even do that, but whatever. I mean, I kind of did. I was actually going to abort my aborting. It was like the double abort. So outside of that, because that's a horrible deal, we've been on a little kick of watching like Netflix original movies lately, because, you know, some of them seem kind of interesting. Like there's the Cloverfield Paradox one, which I'm really interested in because I like the Cloverfield movies, and so I kind of want to see what that whole thing is about. But I haven't gotten around to watching it. But there were a couple other ones that, you know, I had heard mixed reviews on, and so I wanted to watch them to be able to form my own opinion. And one of the ones that I watched was called The Open House, where, you know, these people, you know, the dad dies, and so they move into a new home, and, you know, weird things start happening in it, blah 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 blah. Did we get it? Oh no! We were close. We were very close. Okay, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it this time. And so they move into a new house, and then weird shit starts happening, blah 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 blah. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. That was a way better opening turn than last time. And then, you know, you end up having the big reveal of, you know, what's going on, this type of thing. Oh god, that's not good. That's not a good turn. It wasn't a horrible turn, but it wasn't a good one either. Oh boy. I don't like where this is starting. Okay, that was certainly better. So yeah, we watched Open House, and I swear that movie may have had one of the worst endings that I have ever seen, at least recently. But one of the worst movies that I've seen for a horror movie, because they spend so much time in this movie, like, building up the fact that there's some sort of weird hullabaloo. Oh, come on! Jesus! What else do I have to do in order for this to work? But this movie, I'm not going to spoil the whole thing, but I will, you know, spoil like one component of it, is that this movie spends a very weird amount of time, like, building up the fact that there's something going on with the basement. because there's all these weird things that are going on in the house, and it always seems to go back to the basement. And so every time they go in there, there's always something that seems like it's going on, but then there's nothing that's going on. And then the big reveal is supposed to happen, and there's just no fucking payoff at all with it. God damn it. And it's so frustrating. You have to watch it to be able to understand what I'm talking about, because I'm trying to do it without spoiling the entire movie for those that were actually wanting to see it. God fucking damn it. This stupid, stupid turn. It's being a real pain in my dick. It was not really what I wanted out of that turn, but we're just gonna have to make do with what we've got here. There we go. That was certainly better. Hey, here we go. Now we're moving. So that was definitely one. There was another one that I didn't really get to watch most of it, but Michaela was telling me about it because of how frustrating it was. It was a movie called, I think it was called Six Souls, and it's about a movie about a guy that has personality, like, you know, multiple personalities, kind of like the movie Split, but it takes such a more drastic turn than Split, where it like turns into this guy can like consume souls, and it fuels this whole process of him being a fucking psycho. Hey, we got it. All right. Wow, we did really well there. Jeez. But it went from being like this, you know, movie about a person that died, and the guy that supposedly did it is this guy that has, you know, multiple personality disorder. I think the guy that played it was Jonathan Rhys-Meyer. And okay, we're out of this one. Let's get our free vehicle and move on. And then I missed so much of the movie, so I may have missed some certain things here, but last thing I heard is that, you know, they're interrogating this guy about what happened in this murder, and then all of a sudden I come back later after I went to go do an errand, and I come back and there's like people consuming souls. And it's just like this weird cultist nightmare. And she was just telling me the movie is just fucking awful, which sucks because the cast is actually pretty cool. And then the one that we watched the other night, it's one that I think that just got added recently. And so, you know, we were pretty excited about that. And we watched the trailer for it. It seemed really cool. It was called Mute. It was about a guy, it's Alexander Skarsgård that plays the main protagonist. He's a guy that, he almost drowned when he was a kid. He got in a boating accident when he was a kid. And so his family is Amish. And so they turned down him having a surgical procedure that would have saved his ability to speak. And so now he's mute, thus the name. And so he ends up moving away from, you know, his Amish community, and he moves into like this futuristic Berlin that's area that's like super high-tech everything, which is totally against Amish principle. And so, you know, the movie's kind of centered off of, you know, him living there and, you know, being this guy that's like semi-Amish living in a high-tech society, and his girlfriend goes missing, essentially. Oh yeah. His girlfriend goes missing. And so then it kind of turns into like this weird like crime detective, you know, figuring out how the hell did she, you know, who kidnapped her and where did she go. But obviously he can't talk to anybody, so he's got to do all this doing kind of like old school detective techniques of grabbing the pen and paper and, you know, writing stuff down and having to, you know, rely on instincts and, you know, not being able to actually tell anybody what you're trying to do. And so the movie was interesting. It's the part that I really struggled with this movie was that it's so fucking slow. It's a 2 hour, it's like a little over 2 hours long. And the movie just progresses so fucking slow. Like they try to, you know, do that to, you know, build up their characters and what have you. And I kind of get why they're doing it to a point, but it takes so long to get where it needs to be that just by the time the payoff eventually happens at the end, you're so disconnected from it that you don't even really care anymore, which is also a bummer. Like for me, the way that I saw it was that it spent an hour and 40 minutes trying to build up this whole thing, And then by the time the last 20-25 minutes comes by, it just tries to cram everything down your throat at once. But some of the characters are actually kind of cool. Like Paul Rudd's character in there is this really interesting, like, defected U.S. military, you know, soldier that defected to Berlin, and that's, I guess, in that time period that the movie had set up, that's kind of what's going on. There's a whole bunch of people that were defecting, and they're trying to find a bunch of them and all this stuff. But yeah, and just like the payoff at the end, I guess, was okay. Like it wasn't great, it wasn't horrible, but just the fact that they made me wait so fucking long for it is kind of what really bothered me in the whole process. So yeah, we've watched a bunch of Netflix original movies that just kind of didn't really pay off the way that I was hoping for, which makes me really, really afraid to watch this this Cloverfield movie, because I really, really am hoping for it to be, you know, solid. Because I liked the original Cloverfield movie. I know it was kind of a polarizing film to watch, and I know that, you know, some people really liked 10 Cloverfield Lane, and a lot of people didn't. I personally loved it. I thought it was an awesome movie. And so I'm hoping that, you know, this one, because it's supposed to kind of explain, it's supposed to be, I'm guessing, kind of like a prequel of sorts, and so I'm really kind of hoping for the best on that one, but I don't really know what to make of it, especially since I've been watching so many of these types of movies that are the, you know, original content things. I'm so afraid that it's just gonna fizzle out like the rest of the ones that I've been seeing, and I'm gonna be fucking bummed out. But we'll see. We will see. Alright, well, hey, we've gotten through, what, 3 of these little things now? So that's pretty sick. Or 2. I don't know. No, it was, well, hold on a minute. I've forgotten how to count again. So if you're thinking about watching those movies, I say, at least for Mute, give it a watch, because I think it's an interesting movie. I just don't think that it was executed the way that it could have been. The person that directed it, actually, was David Bowie's son, I believe it was. So that's Duncan Jones. So that is at least a cool piece of information. So if you're... Oh, don't give me the common car. Yeah! Alright! That's what I'm talking about. Look at this, by the way. Dude, that WRX rally car is fucking gorgeous. Look at that. That makes the other rally cars from the older Gran Turismo games look so pedestrian. That one looks so, like, futuristic and just really smooth. Alright, so, yes, okay, so we did 2 of them. We did the BB Raceway and Blue Moon, which, oh, Blue Moon sounds so good right now. But we're going to stop right here for the time being. The Suzuka circuit. Sick! That's the track from Suzuka 8 Hours. That's really tight. I did not know that was actually a real circuit. That makes me really happy. I loved that game. That was a cool-ass arcade game. Cool. Well, we'll go back. We'll save real quick. We have some cars, some new cars in the garage there. We still have a shitload of money. So, with that said, my friends, when we come back, on the next installment of Let's Play Gran Turismo Sport, I'll have more stories for you to talk about, and then we'll get back into it. We're now at 26%, so we're getting closer to evening this whole thing out, and it'll be good. So, you guys take care, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one, everybody.